First of all, I have a question for you, Seamilk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there was something that happened in Ohio? Because apparently it's been like completely hidden and it's like nobody's reporting on it. The news won't touch it. Nobody even wants to mention it.
Wait, what happened there?
I'm not Ohio?
Oh.
No, but seriously, that is what China wants you to believe. Everyone, for those of you who might not have heard it because it's in media blackout apparently, there was a train derailment in Ohio, and a horrible chemical, vinyl chloride, escaped. There was a big explosion, and it's really affected the environment, and we've got some dying fish and frogs and stuff. It's not ideal. It's a horrible disaster.
It's awful.
And you know what?
What?
I did a little bit of fact checking because, I kept seeing the Chinese government officials putting things out on Twitter and on social media saying, nobody's talking about this. America's trying to sweep it under the rug. It's hidden news. I'm like, it was on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC.
Everywhere.
I've seen
it. It was the top story.
Nonstop on also on other social media like YouTube and everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very well-known news.
On our local Pikey News, I saw it.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
We're not that far away from it, granted. But that being said, it was quite literally the news of the day.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're saying this.
So what's happening with China is, of course, they're still left with their pants down because of this spy balloon, okay?
Yes.
We've covered that to death. We all know the spy balloon came through American airspace and violated various countries' airspace. Yeah. And it got shut down, and it turned out it was a surveillance balloon, not a weather balloon.
Yep.
It's got all the antenna and all the equipment.
Balloon.
It's a spy balloon. I mean, it's been confirmed that it's not a meteorological balloon. No. It's not there like taking wind velocity or something.
Yes.
So China's trying its best to swing things around. And we're going to show you a little clip here. I'll bring it up. Hua Chunying, who is the Chinese government official, she's the spokesperson, okay?
Yeah.
Foreign spokesperson for China. So we're talking big, top, okay? Think about it like a White House, when you have a White House press secretary or whatever, right? White House speaker goes out there and speak whatever they got, and they make an announcement.
Big,
okay?
It would be big. It represents the White House. This represents Beijing.
Yes, this represents. So what does she put out? Let's look.
We'll read it first.
Okay, yeah, you read it, please.
Now we know why the U.S. government fussed over a wandering balloon to take people's eyes off the chemical explosion. #Ohio Chernobyl. Clearly for Washington, the balloon is much more important than American safety and health. I mean, when you see what China's been covering up, you will understand the absurd hypocrisy here.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, the balloon thing happened before this. Okay?
Yes.
The balloon thing is a national security thing. It's huge, okay? It's about another country invading your airspace.
Yes.
The Ohio thing is a disaster. It's a horrible accident, and it's terrible for the environment. No one's shying away from it.
No.
It's two different unrelated things.
It's such disinfo.
Yeah.
Such disinfo to say that it's being hushed up.
So what did she... Just listen to this garbage that she put out there.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the shit. If they burn off, the shit they burn off.
I mean, I just want to say, very classy for your foreign spokesperson to put swearing, conspiracy theory, weird.
It's a guy that's exacerbated over this. I get that.
Yeah.
But why are you, that's your state message from Beijing, and then with trashy music over the background?
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah. So,
how old are you?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? So she is sharing out this Ohio Chernobyl using some real over-the-top dramatic BS.
I could expect something like this on YouTube, or like a YouTube short, or a TikTok or something.
Not the official spokesperson. That's something you guys have to remember. The Chinese government is horribly immature, not diplomatic in the least. This is their diplomat. This is one of their top diplomats. This Hua Chunying is the one going out there to speak to other countries on behalf of China.
Yes.
Okay? And she's putting this shit out.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's not personal opinion.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Before you move on, I think I know how that happened to that frog, by the way.
What? Oh.
Poor guy.
That's what happened to the frog.
Yes. That's the real clip.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to put any dramatic music
No.
over it.
So just a couple of things here. Zhang Heqing, who's also a Chinese government official, is putting out these global times, of course, about like, oh, look, it's like an apocalypse in Ohio.
Yeah.
He's like, U.S. public opinion is controlled by political and public opinion elites. I don't think these people realize that everyone is pissed off about this Ohio thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying like, oh, it's nothing.
It was really, really clever of them, though. I give props to the Chinese government's disinfo campaign, because if you tell enough people that the U.S. swept it under the rug and no one's talking about it and it's media blackout, there's a bunch of the population that didn't watch anything. And if they hear it through that, they'll be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Hua Qiying, many Americans and U.S. media saw a balloon flying at 20,000 meters, yet failed to see the black smoke of Ohio derailment.
Who doesn't know about that?
Exactly.
And again, they're trying to conflate. They hope that people don't try to line up dates.
Yeah.
The fact that, like you said, the balloon happened way before this.
Yes, and it's a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's unrelated.
You cannot try to like match the two together because a national security threat and ingress compared to a natural disaster, well, not natural disaster, a industrial chemical disaster. They're two separate things. They've got nothing to do with each other.
No.
You know? So anyway, let's see what else they have to say here. Look, I could have filled this entire episode with this garbage that they're putting out there. You know, like U.S. media pick of headlines, catastrophic toxic chemicals leak in Ohio. And it was like, no, and harmless civilian unmanned airship.
There?
Yeah.
Don't
even use our memes, bro. You know?
Well, that meme's dead to me because, like, when I saw corporations using that shit.
Yeah.
But
and the
when
Chinese
the CCP
government
uses it, you know that meme is dead.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
you just take it out back, you put it out to best, you let it go in the field.
Exactly.
Because, and by the way, it wasn't a harmless civilian unmanned airship, by the way.
No.
It was a spy balloon, but there's
Yes.
still, if they have enough disinfo leading up to this meme, then they can throw it in there and hope nobody notices.
I also don't understand what he's saying. He said, in the eyes of U.S. media, environment is dear. People's life is
in the eyes.
Is dearer. I don't know.
What's how dear?
Both can be given up for political correctness. What does this have to do with political correctness?
Because they know that if certain people see that word, they'll be like, yeah.
I mean,
Political correctness. I hate that PC shit.
yeah, what is the explosion in Ohio political correctness?
Apparently.
And shooting down a balloon
Yes,
is political
apparently.
correctness? Okay, whatever.
People will be like, yeah, you're right. Why do we even care about that balloon?
Yeah. Hua Chunying again. Apparently some in the US take a wandering civilian balloon as a big threat, while the explosion, trail derailment, and toxic leak not. Hashtag Ohio Chernobyl. Okay, here's the thing that's starting to really annoy me about this. The Ohio, whatever you want to call this, industrial disaster
Yes.
is not Chernobyl. It's not even close. No. Okay? Number two, nobody died.
Not yet.
Yeah. Nobody died.
Right.
I'm not saying that
Not
they weren't.
downplaying it.
Nobody
but
died.
it's not that. It's not Chernobyl. Let's not mix things up here.
So I just wanted to harken back a little bit to a few things that have happened in China. Now, please, this looks like us doing whataboutism, okay? But there's a reason why we have to show this, okay? Let's look. Tianjin in 2015. I'll get us out of here.
We were there.
Yep, this is why we're here. Well, we're there. Okay, now these are in like populated areas, by the way. I just have to bring this back. These are like, you know, in the middle of a
Do
city.
you know how many people died in that?
Well, in that particular one, we
don't know.
We will never know.
Do you know why?
Because they don't.
Because it was covered up.
It was super covered
That was
up.
actually covered up.
You know, when we were in China during that time, when that happened, we only found out about it from international news.
Yes.
It was not reported in the Chinese
Winston and
news.
I had to learn about this while we were in China from American news sources.
Yeah, they tried their best to cover it up in the beginning, even though it was impossible.
They arrested people. They disappeared people that were trying to get the news out.
They tried to make it sound like, Oh yeah, their official death toll was like 140 people
Yeah.
or something. No way. No.
Oh my!
Destroyed
If you look at the
blocks.
square area
Yeah.
of where the actual satellite imagery of what happened, it's physically impossible.
Anyway, we have a point to this. Like I said, it's not whataboutism. Here's just 2019, okay, as well.
一扫无料，爆砸的，砸的。
Now, here's the most important one. Okay, I'm just playing it in the background. In 2018, okay, where was this one again?
Shijiazhuang.
Shijiazhuang. 2018, there was a chemical explosion. Now, this is important. Listen here. The reason it's important is because it was vinyl chloride that exploded. The same as what happened in Ohio. It's the exactly the same chemical. Except this time, 22 people were killed.
23.
Sorry, 23 people were killed and 20-something were injured. All right?
In vinyl chloride explosion.
So a vinyl chloride, the exact same thing. So I'm comparing apples to apples here, okay?
Yeah.
This is a PVC factory. They were making PVC pipes or something, and they had a gas leak of this vinyl chloride, which caused the explosion, which resulted in immediate 23 deaths and 20-some-odd injuries. Most of the injuries came from truck drivers, but people that were in dormitories and stuff around the factory vaporized, okay? So China's got a hell of a nerve to call this Ohio Chernobyl. What about this, you know? This is right near Beijing as well. It's like 150 kilometers outside of Beijing.
And you know what's crazy? These are the ones that got through, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many
I didn't hear
chemical
about this one
explosions
either.
I didn't
This is
hear
in
when we lived
2018.
there.
I was there.
I didn't hear about it.
Nope. So just pointing this out, that they use these tragedies and these disasters for their political gain.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I don't see the international media using tragedy like this against China.
They literally, when millions of people die of something, or like COVID or something, they use it as political ammo. They make fun. State media in China makes fun of Indian people for dying.
Yes.
Of COVID.
They make fun of Americans. They kept using that, like, oh, Americans suck. So many of them died while we were safe.
This wolf warrior diplomacy shit's still going on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like basically pointing fingers at the Ohio incident, and then saying you shouldn't be paying attention to this balloon because you're covering up this event that's widely covered.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I just wanted to point out again, you see, it was vinyl chloride.
Yeah.
So just apples to apples here. Never mind the many other massive chemical explosions and leaks and terrible things that happen in China, these industrial disasters, which always kill people.
Yeah.
You know, it's a terrible thing that the Chinese government sees fit to use these kind of, accidents, these industrial accidents, as political fodder.
Yeah.
And to try and divert attention away from their freaking spy balloon.
Yeah. They got caught.
Yeah. Stop. You guys, you got caught. Deal with it. Say
Admit
sorry.
it. Yeah, say sorry. We won't do it again. Let's not
it's like,
derail
whoops.
our relationships anymore.
Whoops, we tried to spy on you and it didn't go too well.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
It's like if a peeping Tom gets caught,
Yeah.
It's like give him a slap on the wrist and move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. They're literally just pointing fingers.
Yeah.